of dividing algebraic fractions. So if you know how to multiply algebraic fractions, dividing algebraic fractions won't be too hard. So you can check out the next video on multiplying algebraic expressions, or algebraic fractions rather, and you'll be able to maneuver this topic easier. So in algebraic fractions, it's the same procedure as normal fractions, which is the rule of K, C, and F. So you keep the first fraction as it is, you change your division sign to a multiplication sign, and then you flip the last fraction. So applying that, it would be 2 over 5 multiplied by 8 over x. So you kept the first fraction as it was, you change your division sign to a multiplication sign, and then you flipped the second fraction. And in doing so, it becomes a normal multiplication question. So that's 2 times 8, so that's 16, and 5 times x gives you 5x, and you will be finished there. Same procedure for this one. Keep, so it would be 3 over 6 over 3x over 6, change your division sign to a multiplication sign, and then you flip the second one. So it's 9 over 4x. And then you know the procedure, normal multiplication. So it's 3x times 9. So 3 times 9 gives you 27. And then you put back your x. So it's 27x over 6 times 4x. That's 24x. And you will be finished there. Now, this procedure, or it is the same thing. So keep the x plus 1 over 5, change, flip. So that's 4 over x plus 7. When you get to this part, remember distributive property. So it will be 4 times both of these and 5 times both of those. So 4 times what's in the bracket. So it's 4 times x gives you 4x. 4 times 1 gives you 4. Whatever sign is between, you put it back. So it's a plus. So it's 4x plus 4 over 5 times the first thing in your bracket. So 5 times x gives you 5x. 5 times positive 7 gives you 35. And that's that. Now what about this one? So it's 6x plus 8, 6x plus 1 over 8 divided by 3 over x plus 1. Same procedure. So keep, change, flip. And when you get to this part now, it's the same property of the distributive property. So 6x times everything in the bracket, and then you'll have 1 times everything in the bracket. So it's 6x multiplied by x, and that's 6x squared. Then you have 6x times 1, so that's a plus 6x. Then here is a plus 1, and this is a positive x, so it's positive 1 multiplied by positive x. So that gives you plus x. And positive 1 times positive 1, that gives you another plus 1. All over 8 times 3, that gives you 24 equals. Now when you get here, because you had to do binomial expansion, or you apply the distributive property to multiple things, you will have like terms in your expressions that you will have to simplify. And you simplify by adding or subtracting like terms. So 6x squared and then plus 6x and x. Those are similar terms. So the fact that those are similar, you can always add them together. So that gives you 6x squared plus 7x. And then you have nothing common with the 1, so you put your plus 1 all over 24. So that's the process of dealing with the distributive property when you are dividing algebraic fractions. And just to note, in cases like this, even though I said that's it, sometimes if they ask you to simplify it, you just look at what's common between both and you will take them out. So 27x and 24x, what's common between them? You can get 3 out of 27, you can get 3 out of 24. So that's 3 into 27 would be 9x over 3 into 24 goes 8x. But you can also have the x's similar. So you can say equal to 9 over 8. And you'll be finished because those are common terms that can quote unquote be cancelled. Just to note, this is only possible where they can be quote unquote cancelled out because this term actually means 9 times x divided by 8 times x. And because that is how that's what this means. It means that the x's can be divided into each other. So x into x, 1x there, 1. But you have to note carefully that it only applies because this is saying 9 multiplied by x and 8 times x. If it was a case like here where it's 4x plus 4, you cannot cancel or you cannot get rid of the variable. Reason being, this variable is not only being multiplied, but it is also being affected by addition. So this, let's put a number there. So if this was 1, so this would be saying 4 multiplied by 1 plus 8 before you can try to simplify. This would be saying 5 times 1 plus 35 before it can be simplified. So you would have to add to this term before you can cancel or simplify it. However, in this case, they can stand independently without affecting each other. So even if this was 100, this would be 9 times 100 gives you 900. 8 times 100, the 100s could be cancelled out and you still have 9 over 8. Versus here, whatever the variable is, it will always affect the final answer. Whereas in this case, the variables will always be able to simplify out each other and then you have the 9 over 8. So I hope you understand what to do when you're dividing algebraic fractions, and see you next time when I explain other mathematical concepts.